Hey you guys, it's Britt. Today I'm here to get a couple things off my chest. I had some thoughts, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so after doing my DCP videos, there has just been a lot of chatter regarding the anti-family vlogger commentary community, I guess. I've always said I don't consider myself to be part of any community, but when you make a fair amount of specific content, it's fair game. You know what I mean? Whether or not you want to say that you're part of it or not is really not that big of a deal. I don't consider myself as part of any community because I cover so many different genres and so many different things, and also just random nonsense that I'll talk about sometimes. So that's fair. I'm not here to say that that's good or bad or whatever. I just want to make my stance known for anyone who might care. As I've always said in the past, I am what I would consider myself anti-family vlogger. I don't like families that vlog their kids and, you know, live insane lifestyles because of the content that was not consented to that is uploaded onto YouTube, Instagram, TikTok so that the parents can become rich. There are no laws in place for these kids to make sure that they have access to some of this money once they are of legal age. And there's a ton of problems around the idea of vlogging your family. And so I will always stand on the side of saying that I don't think that that is okay. I don't think that it's putting your child's best interest, safety, mental health, overall well-being in a priority position. I think that it's putting your financial greed in a priority position, if I'm being really frank. And I don't care for that. So that's the side that I will always stand on. Due to my videos on DCP, I think a lot of people are now seeing it from a little bit of a different seat where, you know, as I said in my video, if this is someone who has wanted to lead the movement, you as a leader are making this movement look very bad and very toxic, very money driven. You're just making it look really bad. I think I've made my stance very clear in my prior two videos. If you guys missed those, I'll link them down below if you're interested. But if you are wanting that title as someone who is doing all of the good things, but your content is toxic and problematic, just as toxic and most of the time more problematic than the content that he's talking about, that is stupid. That is clown behavior. That is very ignorant and dumb. And I believe that there can be anti-family vlogger content created without it being what his content has turned into. I know that a lot of people say he's been this way the entire time. I disagree. I think that there has been a massive shift over the last 6 months, and that's why I kind of sat back and took a back seat and watched it for a while. And, you know, I've had my decision made for a little while now, but I also want to make sure that when I'm delivering an updated opinion, it's not just this sucks and I don't like it. I want it to be a little bit more thought out than that. And I appreciate you guys that gave me the grace in order to come to you guys and deliver an updated opinion. I appreciate it, and I always will. When it comes to me being anti-family vlogger, and there's also this idea of you're anti-mommy vlogger. I'm not anti-mommy vlogger because, let's be honest, at the end of the day, the most toxic family channels on this platform are run by a dad too. The top 4 family vlogging channels that I think of immediately is the Ace family, the Prince family, the LeBrants, and 8 Passengers. And in all 4 of those families, it would be dumb to say anti-mommy vlogger because the fathers are heavily involved in this exploitation of their children as well. And they utilize the financial gains made off the backs of their kids just as much as the mothers do. So I'm not here to say I'm anti-men, anti-women, one or the other, because when you have two parents building a vlog, it's both of them that are involved, and it's both of them that are benefiting from the income that's being generated off of using their kids for views and clout online. I hate the word clout, but it makes sense in this situation. I also want to throw Sam and Nia in there because I thought of them just now, and they are definitely a great example of toxic family vloggers. There are many, but I just want to make the point clear that I am anti-vlogging your family. I am not anti-mothers. I am not anti-stay-at-home moms. I'm not anti-working moms. When it comes to making anti-family vlogger content on YouTube, at the end of the day, if the families are putting the content out there and other YouTubers find it to be problematic, we all have every right to share opinions on public content. That's just the way it is. I've been saying this for a very long time. You know, going above and beyond and trying to find out personal info or where this person used to work or who they used to date or anything like that, if it's not public content, then it really doesn't have a place online. It's not a commentary channel's job to make private information public. I will never agree with that. I consider that as going real life. And as far as the type of content that an anti-family vlogging channel covers, I will tell you guys, as I've said before, so I apologize if I am a broken record right now, there are certain things that I will not touch as far as reactions or opening a discussion. One of those things, and I'm only mentioning it here as a point of reference, I will not share my opinion about it, and it's not going to be a very long discussion because it's not my place to react to something so devastating and so gut-wrenching and upsetting. I would never, but I am going to use it as a point of reference right now, only a point of reference. There was a comment on a video that I did, my last Brianna K video, and someone, a subscriber, tried to say that her having making a miscarriage video was clickbait. First of all, no, it's not. I immediately corrected that person. That is not even remotely close to what clickbait is. Secondly, who the fuck are you to question what someone is sharing on their channel when it comes to grief, devastation, loss, end of life, anything? No subscriber has the right to call that into question. In my opinion, it's not up for discussion. It's not up for speculation. It's not up for conspiracy theories. This is why things, in my personal opinion, started to go off track with DCP. He was exploiting Gabby Petito's case for his own views, throwing conspiracy theories at the wall just to see what would stick, reminding people to make sure that they subscribe and turn on notifications and all this fucking bullshit, sharing the video, encouraging people to make sure that they watch all of them. Don't miss the next one. Of course, don't miss the next one so that we can share more conspiracy theories. There was some conspiracy that he threw out regarding her being pregnant. No, it's gross, it's toxic, and this is exactly why my eyes started to open and I listened and I watched and I digested what was going on, and it grossed me out to a million different degrees. I cannot understand how someone is okay with talking about certain things on their channel. I know that the true crime community exists on YouTube and it is flourishing right now. In fact, I love true crime. I have an appreciation for it. But I have an appreciation for people that actually dig into cases, deliver the facts, the evidence, and form their opinion based off of the evidence. I don't need to hear a 2-hour live stream of so-and-so could be pregnant, maybe this happened, maybe this argument. Like, all of that grossed me out, and that was a turning point for me. But what I want to make very clear is you can be anti-family vlogger, and some people might look at this and say, oh, you're gatekeeping. Nope, I'm not, just sharing my opinion. You can be anti-family vlogger and leave some things off of your channel. I cannot describe to you the feeling that I got hearing, and I'm not saying it would have been any better if it was a woman, but to hear a man even remotely mention or discuss a miscarriage video is vile. There are a lot of things that can be reaction, commentary. I think that if we don't draw the line somewhere, then it's just going to continue to grow and get worse. Giving an opinion on a lot of different things is one thing, but when it comes to grief, tragedy, and loss, I just don't understand why, even if it's for 60 seconds, why are you speculating or sharing an opinion on something that is so deeply hurtful and impacts millions of people every single year? So I apologize for this little venting session, but it's been on my mind a lot the last few days, and I had to get it off my chest. And I also want to make it very clear to you guys where I stand in all of this. I'm going to continue to make anti-family vlogging style content. That's something that will always be a part of my channel. But I also know where the line is drawn, and there are certain things that I would never touch, even if I had 100 emails to talk about something. If it involves tragedy, loss, miscarriage, none of that deserves commentary. I don't care how many people are asking for it. But I will continue to raise concerns regarding consent, child privacy, security, you know, and of course, influencers as a whole being extremely, being just extremely unrelatable. But you guys know that it grinds my gears a lot when this person is, you know, being extremely unrelatable, but that income was made by exploiting their children. That's something that I will talk about. But I've been pretty pissed off about all this, if I'm going to be honest. I try to not pour my emotions into the things that I see online, but in between questions that I've received, comments that I've received, comments that I've responded to, and just the thoughts that are in my own head, I really wanted to put this out there. I'm getting ready to film a video about 8 passengers, and before I even could make that video, I really needed to get this off my chest, but also let you guys know where I stand. I will be anti-family vlogger, and that's not going to change. But I also think that it's completely unfair to just throw everyone in one bin just because the person who has the most subscribers happens to be a douchebag. So those are my thoughts as of right now. If you like the video, leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.